What's good, y'all? Before the video starts, just wanted to make a quick announcement that we've started live trading here on YouTube every day at 5 p.m. Central Time. This month, I have 12 wins and 1 loss. We currently just finished our second day live trading. And as y'all can see here, of course, we had to take 2 bangers live on stream for y'all. And we also take out our payouts live on stream for y'all to see. So feel free to join us. Thank you so much for watching. Bro. No way, bro. That's how I lose my win streak? What's good, y'all? How we been? I got some bad news. I blew my win streak. Bro, I was 9-0. 9-0. Undefeated in March so far. I just needed one more day for the 10-day win streak. We got 7 days in a row right here, and then the 2 I needed to win for the eval. But I didn't even lose because my bias was wrong, my draw on liquidity was wrong. Like, I should have won. Like, what I initially wanted to take ended up playing out. And that's the most frustrating part. Let me show y'all what happened. So it was Thursday, pre-market open right here. I was targeting this 1 hour gap unfilled. So off open right here, we're about 10 points away from the 1 hour bearish fair value gap. I was like, oh, we're definitely hitting that. That's the draw on liquidity. So we do go and take it out right here, but then we also leave relatively equal highs up here. We edge it. So after we retrace down here, I knew that if we inverse this 1 minute gap right here, then I would be looking to take an entry to the relatively equal highs for a 1-to-1. So in that moment, I saw this gap form and I was waiting for an inverse to enter. And I was sitting there waiting on the DOM here with getting ready to go in with 10 contracts MNQ. So as soon as this 1 minute candle closed and inversed this 1 minute gap, I clicked buy, but it didn't get me in the trade. And at first I thought, oh, is this like another trade C bug, or like what's going on here? Trade C's in beta. And I kept clicking it, but it wouldn't get me in the trade. So I was like, bro, what's going on? And that's when I look up and I saw that I was on NQ trying to get in with 10 contracts on NQ. So of course I'm on a 25K Lucid account where my balance was at, you could only go in 1 mini max. So I switched over to MNQ as soon as I realized. And on MNQ, bro, I FOMO'd in. You can see in the next candle here how it shoots up as soon as this candle inverses the gap. Like, I entered somewhere up here. And bro, as soon as I entered, like, price just shot down, bro. It just dumped. By the time I entered the setup, price had already hit my target. Like, I really FOMO'd in. And as soon as I saw it dumping, bro, I was like, this is the end of the win streak, bro. I mean, that should have been a win right there. But the most annoying part is I can't even say it was like a part of the statistic, or like you gotta lose sometimes. Losing's normal. Like, that was straight human error from my part. And that's the most annoying part. But I mean, I already took a payout. I already got my ROI and it was a small loss. I made my money back today. So still a good month so far. Let's go over some of my favorite setups I took over the course of the month so far. All right, so this was the setup that I took on March 10th off pre-market open. I was pretty confident going into this day, already secured the payout, so my confidence was pretty high. I saw that we have 2 targets. We had this LRLR right here, and then we also had this unfilled 1 hour at the time. So after this bullish displacement, I saw that price was respecting the 5 minute FVG that it formed. After price inversed this 3 minute bearish FVG, I entered right away. I entered off this candle close right here. Initially, I just wanted my base hit when it hit TP1 here at the start of the LRLR. That would have been my 1-to-1. But then I took partials there because I knew about the possibility of us shooting up to the 1 hour On the higher time frame, unfilled gaps are literally magnets. Like, they're such great draws on liquidity. On my 9-day win streak, I think I targeted unfilled gaps basically every time. These setups always seem so free to me. Like I'm telling you, the market loves unfilled gaps, especially on the higher time frame. So overall, it was a pretty smooth trade. I mean, you can see next candle here flew up to my TP1, and that's when I went break even too. Took my partials, and eventually price flew up to the 1 hour gap. Probably my favorite setup so far in March. So here's also another setup that I liked. I took this on March 4th. I saw that on this day, off New York Open, we're up about 335 points. So I knew we were overextended and we're in premium. So I was looking for opportunities to short. So you can see here on the higher time frame, we're inside a 4-hour bearish gap. So when price manipulated up and took out this high, I knew that this manipulation leg is protected now. I also saw some good targets. We had an unfilled 4-hour down here and then also an unfilled 1 hour. So for the entry, there was both a 15-minute and 30-minute gap here, and I was waiting for it to be inversed. As soon as I saw this bearish displacement here on both the 15-minute and 30-minute, I entered off the candle close. I would have just targeted the 4-hour unfilled, but the RR is too low, or I would have had to make my stop loss smaller to make it 1-to-1. But in the moment, I was considering the fact that we're so overextended about 300 points that we had to pull back more. So I used the 4-hour gap as my break-even point, and then I was confident in the 1-hour gap being my target since we are so overextended. For a solid 1.3R, I was happy with this setup too. All right, here's another setup that I took March 12th. Off New York Open here, we created these relatively equal highs. And this high right here is also an unfilled 5-minute. After we formed these relatively equal highs, we went down and swept this low. That low at the time was inside a 1 hour and 15-minute bullish FEG. That meant that this low now is protected. We had a clean inverse on the 30-second, and I just wanted to take my base hit 1-to-1, targeting the relatively equal highs / 5-minute gap. So a commonality between a lot of these trades is I usually look to enter off of protected lows or protected highs, such as this, because then I know that my stop loss is safe. But then for my TP, you'll see me target a lot of unfilled gaps, especially on the higher time frame. And it makes it even better when we have relatively equal highs or equal highs there also at the unfilled gap. So those two things, a protected high or protected low, and that's where I put my stop loss. And second, targeting a clear draw on liquidity, such as like an unfilled 1 hour, 4 hour, 15-minute, etc. And the equal highs are just like a cherry on top. All right, last setup I'm going to be going over here is a little continuation setup I took on ES. I already went over this setup on my previous video, so you can go watch that if you want the full breakdown for this. So especially on trend days when I can see price is slowly going upwards, I can look for a clear target is trying to go towards, and I wait for a bullish fair value gap to form and for price to pull back into it. And in this case, it was a 5-minute fair value gap. And once price respects the bullish fair value gap and inverses the bearish one, I can enter off the candle. You can see right here that inversed the bearish gap, confirming that we're respecting the bullish 5-minute FVG and target the draw on liquidity up here. I mean, continuation trades are probably the most straightforward and simple to learn. I like continuation setups. They're usually a pretty high win rate for me. But I mean, 10-to-1, I mean, that's not a bad record at all. I can't complain. But losing's normal. Let's stay humble. I just need 3 more winning days for the next payout. Hopefully, if all goes right and I could keep this up, then I can get 2 more payouts before the end of this month. Initially, I wasn't planning on building a buffer. I was just going to try to win the 5 days and get my ROI on the account. It's nice to have now, since all the money that I have above 1K in my account balance is just money that I could take out for a payout now. Every time I hit the 5 winning days, any amount of money above 1K, let's say it's 250, 500, whatever, then I could take straight out. I mean, I'm hoping to get up to 5 accounts this month, and hopefully in April I could hit my first 5-figure month. And make sure to join my free Discord community in the link below. We got daily trade recaps, and feel free to ask any questions you got. And see y'all till next time.